Yes.
So I guess that brings us on to one of the other developments that are happening towards the end of June, which is Jupiter's ingress into Leo. And I mean, there, you and I were kind of talking before we were recording. And what I didn't sort of realize was that Pope Leo of the AI encyclical has Jupiter in Leo himself. So he's going to have a Jupiter return this year. And it's so
Yes.
interesting that he's sort of published this encyclical on AI in the era of the human, and that this seems to tie into the Uranus in Gemini stuff around technology, which is very much something that Maggie Hyde used to talk about a lot when I was doing the cosmology and divination course at the University of Kent, which was the ontological inversion.
Mhm.
And she was using this in relation to Uranus, which was sort of discovered at more or less the same time as the advent of the scientific revolution,
Mm.
and talked about how this led to this idea, which I think is really exemplified in AI, where you turn people into things and things into people. You know, where you anthropomorphize AI, you pretend that it's a person when it's
Mm.
actually just an algorithm and some
Mm.
large language models. But we call it a chatbot, which is
Yes.
I find very Gemini.
Yes. Absolutely. I think it's very interesting that the new pope is called Leo. And
Yes.
of course, popes are represented in astrology by Jupiter. So I think,
Yes.
what's he going to be doing? And also, the head of the other main branch of Christianity is King Charles, who, of course, is represented by Leo because he's a king, and he's represented also as a king by Jupiter. So we've got the two main heads of the Christian church, both who are, astrologically, there's a lot of symbolism there. And I also see what you mean about the Pope and his AI encyclical and how AI is dehumanizing people, as he said. And also, of course, the Archbishop of Canterbury has said the same thing now. Although I read that story on the same day that I read that I think it's 64% of sermons in Britain are written with the help of AI.
Oh, goodness. Oh, that is very ironic.
Yes,